Hi there. Welcome. Hey there. I'm Hemalayaa. For whoever's watching, I can't even speak. You have arrived to the Kundalini Dance practice. We do this every Thursday until the end of March. This is part of the Advanced Empowerment Certification Program that I run twice a year. Sometimes 3 it's becoming. We're seeing how it goes, but I'm pretty excited about it. So the Kundalini Dance is a practice that infuses lots of breathing exercises, dance, of course, it's in the title, yoga, asana, mudras, which are hand gestures, and all sorts of different meditation tools, as well as meditation, and also inviting in archetypes. And this particular class invites in goddesses, different goddesses of the Vedic tradition. So that's what we're doing here. So I start out over here, and then I go over there with the mat. So you'll probably want to get a mat if you haven't got one already. And yes, I'm speaking to the people that have never done this class before. And then those of you who are in my program, thank you for showing up and being here live. It means a lot. So here we go. Today's class. We are going to practice 2 of the mudras that I introduced this week. And one of them is called the Shiva Linga Mudra, where you have one hand that cups, the representation of the masculine divine, Father Nature. So our spiritual father or our divine father of this universe, we create this as a sacred gesture to him. What does it look like? That's exactly what it is. So the masculine is depicted here. Shiva is depicted as that linga, that phallic symbol. We could say lots about that, but I won't. So this is the mudra for it. Usually you can hold it down here in front of your solar plexus. So that's one of the mudras that we do. And then the second one that we're going to do, hold on 2 seconds. So I'm going to just stop my music for a second. Okay. So I just want to say it's your right hand. So I'm using my right hand to go into the base of the left hand. And the left hand represents the feminine, the yoni, the cup, the receptive, the holder, the womb. And then he sits inside of it. Makes sense, doesn't it? All right. So the other mudra we're going to do today is the Dhyana mudra, or you could also call this Samadhi, the Samadhi mudra. This is a really simple, beautiful, I'm going to just sort of change the position here so you can see me doing it down here. So you place both hands in bowls, usually on your lap, and the left hand lies in front of the right hand. And then you just touch the thumbs together. You want it to be, so it's not making a point, but around, yeah, like that. So this is Dhyan Mudra. This right away calms the nervous system, creates peace. The gesture here is this empty space inside here creates sort of an emptiness in our mind. The mind is always constantly filling things. So when we create this, we are sending the mind a direct message of let's just empty. Let's just clear out. Let's just become empty. It's so rare, right, that we're empty. So those are the 2 mudras that we're going to do today. I'm going to go over to my mat. You get yourself cozy and on your mat. And if you need a cushion, grab a cushion and let's party. All right. Place that there. Oh, I gotta change my. See, in this particular class, I'm the director, I'm the DJ, I'm the teacher. So lots going on. All right, find a comfortable seat. You might want a cushion. You can grab it. If you're okay, we're gonna arrive. This is our opening. And in this space, we are trying to let go of our whole day or the things that it took to get here. So close your eyes. We're going to start with both mudras. So first, we're going to create the Dhyan Mudra. Place your thumbs together and then place them on your lap so your wrists are resting in your lap here. And exhale out of the mouth. So remember, in this class, we do a lot of sound release, sound creation. Sound is the most powerful vibration. So when we send those sound currents, create them with our own bodies, they go through our whole system, especially the nervous system, and sends direct communication to relax. So again, deep breath in. Exhale, cleansing breath out. Move your jaw around a few times. Stretch out your mouth. Again, cleansing breath, release. In this practice, we come home to ourselves. We use this time to shed, to reset our mindset that's constantly going, to rejuvenate the body, and realign with our true self, and allow her, him, that to guide us. Again, deep breath in, exhale out. See if you can let go of any tension in your face, in your shoulders, in your neck, in your jaw. Good. A few more breaths here where we just arrive into our bodies. Delicately opening up the back of the heart, the sides of the heart, and the front of the heart. Feel the space between your rib cage, your ribs open up. like gills on a fish. Imagine these gills opening up and creating lots of space and oxygen and nourishment for your heart. A yawn here is appropriate. Yawning means that the nervous system starts to relax and the body starts to relax. One more breath here. Good. And release the mudra. Place your hands on your knees right now. I want you to switch your feet so the other one is on top or in front. And a little sway from side to side. And we're going to call upon our inner masculine, whether you're a female or male. We call upon our own inner masculine divine. The one that is in charge sometimes, needs to pull strength, needs to focus, needs to fix things. The one who is still and unchanging. So we call upon him by creating the linga and the Shiva linga and the yoni, the base, to bring the masculine into the feminine. So one is not ruling the other, they are together, walking together. Let's just do 2 breaths here. Nice tall spine. Good, and release the mudra. You can roll out your hands a little here, making little flutters and then circles. Big yawn. Okay, good. Rolling over your legs, moving your position into hands and knees for a moment. We're going to do some spinal warmups. So hands are underneath, or a little bit forward than the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Fold your toes. Drop your head. Just hang out here for a moment. And this is to release the neck muscles. See if you can keep the center of your body in a straight line right now. And then drop the head. So the shoulder blades try to touch, but there's no force. Okay, so from here, you can leave your head where it is, drop it. And then we're just gonna tilt the pelvis back and tuck it forward. So the rest of the spine is not moving. So you might need to suck your stomach up into the ribs as you pull your pelvis forward. Good, and then just a little wiggle here. Open the mouth and and now we push round. The whole spine rounds, forehead going towards the pelvis, middle of the back going towards the ceiling, and then change. Pelvis goes back, heart is open, look up, shoulders back, exhale. 2 more like this. Last one. Good. Back to center, a little jiggle here. So for those of you, a reminder about the Kundalini. The Kundalini is this dormant energy, or not dormant. It is when it's not awakened. So we want to awaken it. That's what our purpose is. So at the beginning of our practice, we are using different spinal movements. I'm going to put my hair up. I'm still talking. Sit on your feet. So we're using different spinal movements, pelvic movements, hip movements to start to awaken the energy. So going forward again with your body, keep your feet folded. Let's push back. So this is us spreading out here. So really stretch your hips. You can even do a little wiggle from side to side. And then back to center, rise up. And again, a little jiggle here. Good. Raise the hips up. Keep your knees bent. Move the head from side to side. And a little walk here. Hips move. We're going to exaggerate them in a moment. Allow, as you move your hips, walking it out like this, your shoulders move from side to side. So there's like movement happening in your spine, even though we're in down dog. Good. Bring your body into plank position. Nice straight plank. And then take the hips back up into down dog. And then shake out your chest. Good. And then walk your feet forward. So you're going to hang here. See if you can really drop your head completely. Feet are hip distance apart. Keep those knees a little bit bent. Tiny bit. How much can you let go right now? And allow the weight of your head to be that pull, that traction on your spine. See what it feels like to lift it up a tiny bit and then drop it. Let it just bob with the weight. We're going to start to roll up. I want you to go so luxuriously slow. Keep those knees bent. Push the feet into the ground and start to stack your vertebrae. Slowly rising up. Do a few rolls as you're here. Move your head from side to side. Good, and then drop your head down. You're gonna roll down. Make some sounds here. Remember the sound vibration. Say no with the head and then let it go. And a little jiggle with the legs so they vibrate, and it allows the vibration to go through the rest of the body. Open the mouth now. And then we're going to go back to center. Keep your legs still, knees bent. Slowly, luxuriously roll up. Roll those shoulders around. Bend those knees and sink into the legs as you roll those shoulders around in a big circle. Stretch out the mouth. Good. Come to the front of your mat if you're not there already. Standing nice and tall. Feet are still hip distance apart. I want you to try something. Press your big toe mound underneath the big toe. Press that into the ground. Allow that to rise your body up, your spine up. But there's no locking in the knees. I'm not locking the knees. I'm keeping them a tiny bit bent. Good. Hands in front of you. From here, take the arms up. Up all the way, sorry you can't see me fully, and then bow in towards your legs. Let's go 3 times up. Inhale. Exhale. On the next 2, you're going to stick out your tongue. Inhale. On the exhale, sticking that tongue out. Last one. Good. From here, walk your body back into plank position. Just a little simple plank where you're walking it out. So it's almost like a runner's pose here where you're just, stretching out those calves. Place the knees on the ground, back into cat. Round. That sounded like a round. A little cat noise. Good. Follow your breath. The inhale opens it up, and the exhale squeezes and rounds. 2 more like this. Good, a little jiggle in the center. Good, a little happy dog where your tail is wagging, but you're in slow-mo, so the head is also wagging. Slow-mo happy doggy. We'll call this puppy. Good, and then 1 more jiggle in the center here. Good. Coming into a sitting position, comfortable sitting position. So we do some pranayama, breathing exercises throughout the class a couple times where we stop and we allow ourselves to breathe and breathe deeply, creating lots of space and oxygen in the body. Inhale, exhale out of the mouth. So this is one of the keys to creating more aliveness, more happiness, because the more oxygen we have, the more life we have, because it's the life force. Pranayama is the life force. So we want to get more life force in us. So what we're going to do is we're going to do bellows. Bellows is when we inhale and exhale equally. So the pump that we create is a big balloon, and then we squeeze the balloon. Big balloon, squeeze the balloon. So the inhale, exhale, like that, okay? So everything is exhaled first. Inhale, exhale out of the mouth. And now all the breathing will be through the nose. Here we go. Keep going. You're going to have equal inhales and equal exhales. That's what this breathing exercise is. Keep your eyes open. Look towards the ground, perhaps 4 feet ahead of you on the ground, and look at one point. Keep going. Keep breathing. Keep inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Keep moving the breath throughout the body. Go for it. Keep going. You might need tissue. You might need to clean it out in there. Okay, and slowly release. If you need to blow your nose, do that. And otherwise, come into eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Deep, deep breath in. Fill everything up. Hold the breath for 1 second. Now release. Stretch out the mouth. Shake out the shoulders. Hands are on the knees. Breathe. Good. And then slowly open your eyes. We're going to go into moving again. So we have our bodies are warmed up with the spine. Now we're going to move into a little bit more yoga asana. Just a little bit to get the body warmed up even more. And then we move on to the fun stuff. Okay. I mean, not that yoga is not fun, but sometimes. So we keep our yoga real fluid and flowing. I'm going to play our music again. All right, so from here, bring your body into cat and then down dog. Take your hips in the air. So here's our down dog where your heels go to one side and your hips go over to that same side. Your hips are not going to touch the ground. You're just doing a twist. The knees are bending a lot. It's almost like a little break dance move. You're getting a nice stretch in this area here. Your rib cage, your armpits, the back. Last two. Good. Back to down dog. A little jiggle with the heels up. From here, we're going to move into a little painting with our heart to the earth. So we go up and forward, back, down, up and forward again. Last one. Good. A little slow-mo walk in place. Open the mouth. Good. And then bring your knees down. Let's push back into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground. Let everything melt for 2 breaths. Good. Rise up. Adjust yourself into a cat. Fold the toes. Bring the hips up. Walk the feet forward into forward bend here. Bow into your legs. Now crouch into a little tree stump. So in some Taoist practices, this particular move is called tree stump. Curl your head in. If your feet are not on the ground flat, that's totally fine. You can also place something underneath your heels, okay? So forward bend again, bow in. Shake out the head, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Take the arms up. Sit in our chair. So from here we go straight into chair. Sit, 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 sit. Breathe. One more breath. Good, and then rise up, arms up, back to center, breathe. Ooh, good, a little jiggle. Take the body to the side on your mat. So nice wide legged stretch here. Let's just do a little pivot of the hips. So we're opening up the groin area. We want to be super gentle. We're just opening it out from side to side. Whew. It's a little tick-tock of the hips, but really subtle. And then you're tilting the pelvis a little bit forward. So this part is going forward a tiny bit. And then you're stretching from side to side. This little, tiny little tick-tock. Good. From here, bend your knees. Take the arms out, booty back. Breathe here. The arms are going to be out. So hold here. Keep your knees a little bit bent. Relax the shoulders. Ooh, very good. And we're going to do that same thing, that little subtle movement, but now we've moved it up here and our hips stay in place. But you can feel that little tiny release and stretch in the back of the groin now, like the back of the legs into the thighs. Okay. And then release down. Turn your feet so they're facing forward. Bow in to your legs. And a little pulse here. We're going to go back up to halfway. Keep your feet like this. Woo. And then hold it here. So my knees are bent a tiny bit. My booty's back. I'm really like exaggerating the tilt back. We're really opening up our hips today and those little subtle tiny muscles that don't get a lot of attention. So I'm doing a little tiny tilt from side to side. So I'm just bending one knee more than the other at a time. Try that. You can move your neck here so it doesn't get stuck in place. Good, and now bow into your legs again. So here we're going to start to stir a little bit. So keep your hands on the ground if they are. If they're not, you can keep them on your legs wherever it's comfortable. Bend those knees, and we're going to go in a circle with our whole torso and body in one direction. So right now I'm going towards the right. And now change directions. One last one, and I want you to really release with a sound here. Good. Back to center, a little vibration of the legs. Heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in, until you're about hip distance apart again. Jiggle it out. Let the arms relax now. And let your body hang. And then gently, slowly, luxuriously roll up to standing. Good. Whoo. If you're feeling a little lightheaded, you can walk it out. Change the position of my a little bit because I've decided I'm going to do the next exercise, standing. All right. So nice, comfortable position again. We're going to do a little sound release, ladies in the program. This is the emotional release technique, where we do sound vibration, movement in the pelvic area. Basically any emotions that we're feeling inside, whether we know it or not, we're going to release them. And the way that we do that is something that I call the hard reset button. This is how we press our own hard reset button. Sometimes we just need to have a spaz attack, and that's what's going to happen. So feet are on the ground. The first part of this is when the pelvis starts to pulse forward and back. So just feel that. And then as your pelvis goes forward, I want you to add the sound, hey, 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 keep going, hey. And now notice if any constriction, keep going with the sound. Feel any restriction or contraction in the back of your heart. And if there is, allow the energy to move. We talked about flow. We talked about the chakras. We talked about the movement. We talked about the koshas now. We are now allowing all of the movement from down here in the Kundalini area to move and flow through all of our system. So as the pelvis goes forward now, I want you to start to, you're still making that sound. Hey, hey. Move the head from side to side. Hey, 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 hey. Start to shake out your hands, blink your eyes. You've got something in your eyes, imagine dust or something, or they're really dry. Hey, hey, hey. Imagine you are calling out with that hey to all those places inside of you that have been resisting to the truth of love and fun and being in your full alive self. Good, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a deep breath in a moment. I want you to keep making the sound, keep pulsing the pelvis forward and back. And then moving your head, blinking your eyes, shaking out your hands. In a moment, I'm gonna ask you to take a deep breath in, and then we'll hold the breath, and then we're gonna just like spaz it out with a big old sound. If you live in an apartment or somewhere where people can hear you, you can cover your mouth and scream in it. Scream from here, not from here. It's not a high-pitched scream, it's a nice, low release scream down here. All right, ready? Take a deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Hold the breath, take more breath in, contract everything, vibrate, 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 and now go for it. So just feel that. Walk around your space. Notice what you feel. Yeah, I walked out for a second. I needed a sip of water. So just feel your space, swing your arms around a little bit. So what this automatically does is allow your little girl to emerge. So we have these wisdom bodies within us, especially women, okay? I know, sorry, men who are watching. But women, we have these three archetypes. We've got the virgin, the mother, and the crone. And so the child, the virgin, is that little playful one that knows how to release and to express and to like let everything go in the moment. She doesn't hold on to anything, right? And then the opposite spectrum of that is unhealthy. The opposite is when we've gone through life and we just carry all of our load and like holding it in. So we just need those moments to spaz out. So without doing the prep, just like a little, just a loose spaz in this moment. Open the mouth. Okay, good. Ooh. So get a little bounce in the body. Moving on to freeing ourselves a little bit with some dance. So as you bounce here, just a little toe tap, stepping in, and turn this into like a cross. So now that one foot is coming across the other, arms are just dangling, hanging out. And again, that childlike play, which is super playful with the mouth open. We're gonna hit our sensual goddess and our crone mother. The crone, this aspect of us that we don't really pay attention to. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Ooh. All right. The crone, I've been thinking about her a lot lately and bringing her initiation into the work. Okay, good. So standing in the center now, a little jiggle, like a little washing machine, center of the washing machine. Look at my floppy hands. I want your hands to be floppy too. Now move your head. All right, good. And now the heart goes forward and back, shoulders also. Now the arms get involved. So now there's like this little pulse happening. So my heart is going, my chest is going forward and back mostly. But also, if you can notice, the hips get involved. So I want you to look over each shoulder. Be walking around. This is our like, I got my own back pose. Smile at yourself. You got this. Good. Step it out from side to side now. A little ball heel, ball heel. Let go with the sound. Be so grateful that we have this ability to make sound. So we're going to try this little hip movement. So it's where I'm going to go back here. So you take the ball and then the heel and it moves through your body, an undulation. Moving to the other side. Undulating here, all this whole area is becoming awakened. And these movements are so deeply healing for our bodies and deeply rejuvenating. Again, especially women. Well, it awakens something for women. That's why I say that. So, of course, these moves would be amazing for men too. Men's bodies are just different. But for us, this awakens our birthright of the sensuality that we carry. Good, and now let's go forward. So now this is a little harder. You need to bend your knees a lot. Stretch out the mouth. Keep going here. Turning that up a little bit. And now we're going to turn our heart in a circle in one direction. Other way. And then the heart goes up and down. So before we were going forward and back. And now it's going up and dropping down. Go over to one side. And then move it over to the other side. Good, back to center, take the arms up here. Reach your arms up, over to one side with the same hips, same, and the arms in that direction, other way. So now we're still doing that tick-tock. Tick-tock, our legs are straighter than they normally are in this class. We usually do nice bend knees. Just trying something, playing with these poses here. These are like the sculpture poses in India. Kama Sutra poses where the classical arts also are depicted. Good, release. Shoulders now, and the heart. I want you to walk in your space, walk around. You can take out your hair. So this is the sign that we're letting go. Keep going. Coming back to center and a little spaz, let it all go. Almost like you're being electrocuted. Good. A little kick forward. So the crone, I want to just talk about the crone for a second. She is our inner wisdom goddess. She is our inner wisdom guide. We all have her. We just ignore her until we get to that age that we think it's appropriate. I'm bringing her in now, okay? For all of us across the board, from whatever age we are to whatever age we are. We're going to bring her into... Oh, it's so perfect too, because I wanted to talk about Kali. And Kali and the crone are very similar in that they both don't give a, crap about what anybody else thinks. They are so on their mission. So as we talk here, let's keep the body moving. So nice big circles. Your knees are bent here. So they are for that inner power and truth without worrying about what anybody else thinks. The crone has that guide. Change your direction of your hips. The crone has that wisdom, and she's really here for us at all times. So I'm actually learning these initiations for myself that I've been going through. And then I'm going to lead those in the Celebrate Womanhood retreat coming up, as well as the Enlightened Women lifestyle program that I run. And I'm so excited about this particular edition. So anyways, I'm not plugging it. I just wanted to talk about it because it's so fresh. I've been in creation mode of writing about it. All right, so here, a little jiggle. I'm going to play some music, and I want us just to be free now. So this is the place again. No mirrors, nothing in our way. Let's play this. It's not very fast, is it? Yeah, so there's nothing in our way, nothing in our mind. We're just going to play. This is what this portion of the class is about. So allow yourself to just go here. Let the music move through you. So start by finding your feet, how they want to move, finding that bounce, finding that walk. Start telling that story that you are healed, that you are way more than enough. You are loved. So what if you walked with that and danced with that? Show me what that looks like. Create some sounds. And then just to pick it up and shake it up, do a little shimmy. Here, arms up. Pick up the energy, pick up your knees for a moment. Shake it up, spaz, and then go again into your play. And how you want to express, how you want to dance, how you want to move. And it doesn't come from up here. It comes from here and here and here. The rest of you, not the head, not the mind. So go for it, play. Oh, whoops, sorry. There we go. So we don't give ourselves too much time of this. What are you going to use with your time? I'm going to give us 2 minutes to really go for it here. Women in the program, you need to keep the motivation going. So how are you going to keep yourself motivated while you motivate others? That's the question. So go for it. The only way to do that is to keep finding your own place of resistance and going through that and going past that and keep moving. Any of those places where you worry about what other people think, it's none of your business what other people think. Has nothing to do with you. And so that is the message of Kali and of the crone. It is none of our business what other people think. So in this mode, you who have read about Kali, who have practiced any meditation or sadhana to Kali, bring her in now as you move. This is how you create with the different archetypes. So what does she feel like doing through you? Does she want to stick out her tongue? Try that. Stick out your tongue wide, shake out your hands, move your arms in ferocious waves. Let all of your 18 arms out. 30 more seconds. What are you going to do with it? Doesn't have to make sense. Just go for it. Woo! Last 10 seconds. Go for it. Good, and walk it out. Woo! Feel your feet on the ground. Breathing, moving, walking. Good, back to center and a sway from side to side. And roll your shoulders back one at a time as you walk, as you move. Nice strong stance with the feet and the legs. So sit in here now. Sit and be still. So this is what Kali does, is even in her fiercest moments, she's got this strength that is so wise, powerful, of course, and deeply protective of our true selves. Not the ego, but our true self. She's here for us. So in practice welcoming of Kali, take your hands out and make like a little fierce claw. Sit in your legs here. And we're going to stick out the tongue 3 times. So inhale, exhale. So we're going to also add looking towards the nose here. So like real, like barfing it out, okay? This is what she does. Inhale. Last one, inhale. Good. Little jiggle, legs are still, we're still sinking in. We're gonna go even lower. Jai, Jai, Jai Mata Kali. Jai Mata Kali. Asking for her to bless us with her strength, her knowing, her true stance. She takes a stance for your true self. She's on our side. Little jiggle here as it gets really nice and warm in the legs and the body. Go even down more. Breathe. Now you can lift up your heels and sink in even more. I know, it's a good one. Good, and then roll over. Forward bend. Bow into your legs with them wide like this. Let your belly drop and soften. Heels in, toes in, heels in. And we're gonna luxuriously roll up. Nice. Shake out the legs. Yeah, let's do a little tree pose. Almost even just for massaging the inner groin here with our foot. If you can make it up that high, that's totally fine if you can't. If you want to try bringing in this foot into the front, you can try that. Woo. And then as you feel balanced, you'll bring your hands together. Bring your hands to the top. Bring them down. And release. Shake out the leg, shake out the standing leg. Stand on the other leg, nice and straight and firm. Either take it onto the inside. Or if you feel comfortable, plant it onto the top of the thigh there. Hands together, elbows out. Take the arms up when you're ready. Let go of any steam in the body. That's also what Kali teaches us, is letting go of our steam, our rage, our true desire to be free of those limitations that hold us back. So let's find a seat here. Bring you closer. Oops. There we go. Sorry. All right, sitting up. And sit on a cushion or anything that's comfortable for you, and then we're going to go in to a little bit of meditation. You can do your Dhyan Mudra. So we lift up the energy and then we come into stillness. We lift up the energy, we come into stillness. We ebb and flow in this class, bringing in lots of new, fresh energy, releasing lots of unnecessary energy. Sorry, I'm gonna fix that a bit. Turn my music down. All right. Again, letting out any steam. This is the perfect mudra to do after we release. It's like coming into alignment, into your peace place. We can't be in peace if we're holding emotions in our bodies. We can't. It doesn't work. So allow yourself to be in that sweet stillness now that we've released a lot. And I wonder if you could let go of your belly. So much of the time we're holding on to that belly, afraid of what it looks like, afraid of being seen in this soft, receptive, true body. That's also what the crone teaches us, is to be in your body no matter what shape it takes. You're still you. You're still beautiful. Probably even more when you show your true self. We're going to sit silently for a couple of minutes where you just contemplate on nothing and allow your breath to just flow in and out. Allow this mudra to deeply nourish you. This hand gesture and your breathing. And the benefits of you moving your body today the way we did. And the Kundalini moving in your body. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now. Let's sit in that emptiness where all exists, where there's the connection to the divine. Coming back into your body where you hear the sounds in the room. Feel the air on your skin. You're going to start to open your eyes and look around the space and notice your surroundings. And let go of the sound. You can release the mudra. Place your hands together. Namaste. So thank you for joining today. I am very glad you were here. I wanted to talk directly to the ladies in my program, in the Advanced Empowerment program. So tomorrow we are on for our live class. And there's a possibility that, I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, and there's a little bit of standby and layover stuff happening. Right now, I am due to arrive on the East Coast at 4, which will make it, possible for me to do the class. But because of the travel schedule, I just don't know what's going to happen. I just want to warn you ahead of time. If something happens, I'm going to email you all mid-transit and let you know if the class can't happen or something, but I'm really pushing for it to happen. So maybe also just let me know if you weren't going to be there tomorrow, just so I also know that information. So let me know that. And then worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, we'll either plan a live class to do in the next few days that will work for everybody, or at least half of you. And then we'll work it out. And then that was the only information I think I needed to give you. Oh, yeah, I wanted to tell you one thing about the Celebrate Womanhood retreat. So I know that we had emailed you to tell you that it was happening in Utah. It's not happening in Utah anymore. It's happening in Ojai, California, which I'm actually really excited about because I love Ojai. Ojai. Look it up. It's amazing if you haven't been there here. It's north of Los Angeles, an hour and a half. And that is the place to, Linda, that'll be great for you, hopefully, if you can make it. It is the place, what was I going to say? That you can practice your skills of this particular class if you're interested in becoming the teacher of this particular style or something like it. And then this would be a great place for you to come and practice, because I can throw you into the schedule for optional classes. So just FYI. This particular place right now that I've got on hold is really small. It's intimate. I wanted to keep this retreat super intimate. So right now, it only holds 10 out-of-town guests. So if you are truly interested in this, I would say jump on it now. I have opened it up to the public as well. So I've already got people signing up. So I just wanted to tell you that because I want you to be there. So that's what I would say. If you can make it, do it. It's super, I've priced it super affordable. Yeah, that's the deets right now, peeps. Okay. Let me know. Email me if you're interested. Email me if you can't be there tomorrow. And I will email you if I can't be there tomorrow by some silly thing, travel-wise. That's all I have for you. Hope you're well. Bring your questions about anything about the class tonight. Write them down. Bring them to our next live class, which I pray is tomorrow. Okay, thanks. Bye.